This detective is no ordinary one. While others were searching for clues in the victim's home, Denzel focused his attention on the building across the street. From the blood pattern on the floor, it was clear the victim's body had been moved after death. The window facing her direction was open, and directly across was an abandoned apartment building. The killer had apparently sat there after the crime, admiring his handiwork. A partial fingerprint remained on the windowsill. The sheriff in charge of the case greatly admired Denzel and hoped he would continue to help solve the case. In just 2 short months, this was already the 5th serial murder in Los Angeles, yet police hadn't identified a single suspect. However, 5 years ago, Denzel was the city's legendary detective, before being reassigned to a quiet rural post for retirement. The talented and promising Stephen became his successor. To retrieve a piece of evidence, Denzel returned to the LA Police Department. Stephen, not wanting to miss a learning opportunity, invited Denzel to visit the crime scene together. That very evening, the killer targeted another woman who was out jogging. Denzel initially didn't want to get too involved, but the manner in which the victim was killed closely resembled an unsolved case he had investigated. 5 years ago, while still at the LA Police Department, he encountered a similar murder case. Both victims were stabbed to death with a sharp weapon. The killer had likely struck again after a 5-year hiatus. Denzel then visited the morgue where, coincidentally, the medical examiner was Laura, his longtime partner. She had just completed the autopsy and discovered a bite mark on the victim identical to those found on previous victims, yet no saliva samples could be extracted. Denzel wasn't only interested in the body, he had another purpose as well: to access the autopsy report from the murder 5 years ago. Although Laura agreed to help, she warned him against any further incidents. To thank his friend for taking this risk, Denzel invited Laura to dinner. While reminiscing about the past, Laura produced an ordinary set of keys, but the crafted keychain represented a secret they both protected. Later, Denzel returned to the crime scene looking for overlooked details. Just as he opened the refrigerator, the landlord suddenly barged in. Due to copyright restrictions, we can only show you this much of the film. The movie is called The Little Things.